Your mic's gonna be on, by the way. On the show. What's going on, team? What's going on, team? Welcome to tonight's weekly market breakdown. Well, this week's weekly market breakdown for May 3rd through the 9th, or May 4th through the 9th. Gonna give everybody a few minutes here to join. We'll start at 8:05. I'll give everybody 2 minutes to join. Any questions, guys? Let me know. Any pairs in specific you guys want me to break down? Let me know. Any questions about any pair, whether they're on our list or not, just let me know. The pairs we're going to be going over, the pairs that we look at during our live trading sessions and the isolation sessions, which is AU, EA, ECAD, EU, GA, GCAD, GJ, GU, US30, USDCAD, USDZAR, gold, Bitcoin, and oil. Weekly market breakdown, we'll go over the daily time frame update. We're in the new month as well, so we will update our daily time frame, update our daily highs, daily lows, look for any continuations. Do the same thing on the 4-hour highs, 4-hour lows, look for any continuations. Same thing on the 30-minute highs, 30-minute lows, and look for any continuations on the chart. Just gonna give everybody a few more seconds here and then we'll get started. Which is like Wopswag saying this. You can though. On the little heart next to the chat. It won't show up in the stream, but it shows up in the chat, like on the right hand side.
Really? What, like the hearts and stuff?
Yeah.
No, I'm talking about like the gifts, like
Oh,
the
in the
join of
chat.
us.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Alright guys, let's get started. So AU, we know that we are still in level 3. We're still in a downtrend for AU. We know that we created a lower low. So for those who can't see structure, right, we'll just highlight it with the highlighter. So in the daily time frame, when I'm looking at structure, I'm looking at lower lows and lower highs the entire time. Right? So when we're looking at structure on the daily time frame, where are we? We know that we had lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, and then price just consolidated here for a little bit in A2, right? In the second zone of consolidation, price was just moving sideways, never gave us a new high, never gave us a new low. Price is just moving sideways, right? Faking traders going short, faking traders going long, going back down to the middle, faking them out going long again, then finally giving us a lower low. So what are we looking for? We're looking for a lower high. We know we're going to get a pullback, right? The question always is, how far back is the pullback going to be? Right, for those who use fib retracements, right, for you'll be looking for your different points of interest, right? Depends what your pullback level is, right? There's some traders who trade the 38.2 or the 23.6 to the 38.2. There's some traders who just look at the 50%. There's traders who look at the discount, what is it, premium and discount, right? Which when you're looking at the fibs for the premium and discount, you're looking for a steeper pullback, which is a 78% to 80% pullback, right? There's people who just use EMAs, right? Depends on where you're at in the structure or what rules you have for your EMAs, right? Some people are just looking for pullbacks into the EMAs, right? But again, all of those points, all of those levels that we have are just points of interest, right? It is not concrete evidence that you're gonna get price to pull back in that zone. Now, what you want to look for once you get price to pull back into your point of interest, right? Let's say you're looking for price to give us a pullback into the zone, right? Just give you a random example, right? Boom, price gave us a pullback. Are you getting in as soon as price gets into your point of interest? No, right? You want to look for structure. What are you looking for? Well, if you're looking for price to give you a lower high and you're looking to take those trades going short, you know that in the lower time frames, right, in the 30-minute, if you trade the 30-minute, in the 1 hour, in the 15, in the 5-minute, you're looking for the change of character. You're looking for the break of structure going short. Meaning, if price in the lower time frame is still giving you higher highs and higher lows, then why are you taking shorts for? What are you doing? Doesn't make any sense. You're trading against the trend. Now, if price all of a sudden gives you a lower low, change of character, lower high, lower low break of structure, this is when you want to start getting in on the lower time frames to continue that trend back to the top, to the bottom side, right? This is your indication that price is no longer going to give you a pullback, a steeper pullback, and price is going to start going into your direction. Same thing on an uptrend, right? So let's delete this real quick. So what are we looking for? Well, we know we're looking for a lower high. We know we have multiple points of interest on our charts, right? Obviously our first point of interest, level 3, we're looking for price to bounce off to 50, right? We knew we were in that point of interest at one point, but price never gave us lower lows and lower highs, right? Instead, price just continued the trend to the top side. So cool. Our first point of interest, it's already gone. Now my second and last point of interest, well, I have 3 points of interest. Let's take a step back. The second point of interest that I have would be the 800 EMA. Once price gets to the 800 EMA, if price continues the uptrend push, then we let it go. It is what it is. What am I looking for? I'm looking for that change of character, break of structure. My third point of interest, what I'm looking at, which is the only pullback that I'm looking to happen, is for price to come up and fill the gap that it left on the 30-minute time frame at the top of the zone. Once price fills this gap, this is when I'll start looking to take shorts again on AU. So still have a little bit to go. We're still making higher highs and higher lows. We still have a month of counter rise, no continuations, just gonna go to the 4 hour. On the 4 hour, same thing, no continuations. We have a week of counter rise. Price is just still trending to the top side. So let's go ahead and change this. Now in the 4 hour we had low, right? We had low, change of character, higher high, then we had another change of character, lower low, and then we had another change of character, higher high, back to the top side. So let's update this here. Boom, change of character. And we know that we were trading now between this high and price consolidated, and that's okay. We know that price gave us higher high, boom, higher low, and now price gave us another higher high to the top side. So at this point, I'm going to change my 4 hour low. We're trading between this higher low over here and this higher high. Would love to see a cleaner break, right? We're still testing these highs in the 4 hour. So I am gonna keep this box here for now until I see that other 4 hour candle print. Once we start the week, by Monday night, Tuesday, we'll update the 4 hour highs here. And then on the 30 minute, right, we were trading higher high, higher low, then price went down, low, lower high, lower low, higher high, change of character, higher low, and then it gave us another higher high break of structure here. So we're still making higher highs and higher lows on AU. So again, I already know AU right now is not one on my list. This is one pair that I'm still just waiting for price to do what it has to do. We'll come to it once it's ready. Pretty big 30-minute zone, but that's okay. We're trading between that higher high and this higher low down here. And again, this is a pretty big zone. I'm going to use this red candle here and this green candle. Pretty big zone, but that's okay. Again, we have a day of rise, no continuations right now on AU. We know we're trading between this 30-minute high. And I promised Albert I'm going to start using these lines so you guys can see structure a lot better too. So I'm going to start using these 30-minute highs and 30-minute lows again. So right now, just going to be waiting on AU. Nothing on AU for me right now. EA on the daily time frame. We know that we are in level 3. Right at this moment, we're reaching the previous peak high territory. This is the highs that we want to see price reach at least. Right, if we really look at this, did price reach it just yet? Not yet. We're still missing a little bit, which is good. We had 2 months of rise. This month being the 3rd month, price gave us that 3rd push to the top side. Perfect. We know we still have a gap at the bottom of the market. We're trading at a higher high and we're looking for a higher low. So EA is moving exactly how it needs to move. Still following the trend, still making higher highs and higher lows. Gonna have to wait that one out just a little bit. On the 4 hour time frame, we'll update these lines next week. I don't do that this week. We have 2 weeks of counter drop, again still trading higher high, higher low, and higher high. And on the 30-minute time frame, price is still making lower lows and lower highs. Right, we had lower low, lower high, lower low, change of character, higher high, and then price came down, gave us a change of character, lower low. I'm going to change this to red so we know it's a downtrend. And then price came up, gave us a lower high, then gave us another lower low here. Broke here, lower low, lower high, all the way down into a lower low. So we know that we're trading between this lower high over here and these lower lows down here. We still don't have a set low just yet, but we know we're trading between this low and this high. We have a day of counter drop, so again this is still a pair that I'm not keeping an eye on just yet. Gonna wait it out for a little bit. EURCAD. EURCAD, we are in level 2. We were in an uptrend, right? We are in an uptrend. We had level 1 for zone of consolidation. Level 2, we had the break of the zone of consolidation. Price gave us higher high, higher low, and gave us another higher high. Again, here in the daily time frame, I don't want to mark this as higher high, higher low, and higher high just yet, just because we don't have a clean break, right? However, we do have a month of rise last month, and this month, let's go ahead and delete this. I don't need this anymore on my screen. And then this month, price ended up on a no net, I believe. Yep, no net. So no continuations on ECAD. Still have a no net. Not expecting price to give us a higher low here to continue into a higher high. And again, this is the reason why I'm not marking this as higher high, higher low on the daily time frame. Right? For me to mark this as higher high, I needed to see a clean break of these highs. Right? So again, I'm not marking this as higher high, higher low, higher high. All of this is part of the same structure for me right now. I'm not gonna update that just yet. I'm gonna give it a little bit of time for price to start doing what it has to do. We had a week of counter drop, again going against the trends. We have 2 weeks of drop, again going against the overall trend. We're still making higher highs and higher lows. And then on the 30-minute, price is giving us change of character, lower low, lower high, then price gave us a break of structure, lower low. So we are downtrending here on the 30-minute time frame. How long has it been that I haven't used a 30-minute line on this chart? Very long time. Just change of characters. Alright, we'll add another one. It's all good. Still have this 4-hour engulfing here as well. So we'll get to that when price gets there. So right now we know we're trading between this 30-minute low. We had this break. This break gave us a 30-minute low. Gave us this 30-minute high over here. And then gave us this lower low here. We had 2 days of counter drop. Gave us a day of rise on Thursday, and then gave us a day of drop on Friday. And we're trading between this low and these highs over here. So right now for ECAD, nothing for me just yet. I'm just gonna wait that one out. This is how simple it is, guys. As soon as you open up your charts, man, you should already know what to look for, what not to look for, what pairs to keep an eye on, what not to keep an eye on. Right, EU, we're trading at a higher high. We were in the first zone of consolidation in an uptrend. We finally got the break of structure. Price is at a higher high. Gave us 3 months of rise. Let's go ahead and delete some of these drawings here. Right, 3 months of rise. After 3 months of rise, I'm expecting price either move sideways or go down. So again, this is another pair that has a gap at the bottom of the zone of consolidation. Do I think price is going to give us this steep of a pullback? Absolutely not. I don't believe so. Could it? Absolutely. The price could do whatever the fuck it wants to do, right? The market could do whatever it wants to do. However, with what we're anticipating, what we're expecting, what we want price to do, I definitely do not want to see price come back all the way down to the first zone, to the bottom of the zone of consolidation. Right, so right now for this month, I'm not really expecting price to continue to push to the top side with EU. On the 4-hour, we also don't have any continuations. Price is still giving us higher highs and higher lows, but we have 2 weeks of counter drop. Right, and then on the 30-minute, same situation. I believe we didn't break those lows. Right, price just tested the lows. We're still trading higher high, higher low, and higher high. Still just trading between this 30-minute low and this 30-minute high. We had 2 days of counter drop where price is just pushing down, and then on Friday, price gave us a day of rise. Now this is too close to comfort, but could be a no net, and we'll update it if we need to once the market's open tomorrow going into Monday. And so right now for EU, nothing on my plate. GA on the daily time frame, we are in level 3, right? We already reached the previous peak high territory. We're in the third push. We have no gaps in the market for this one. This is the best looking pair for me right now, in my opinion. Go ahead and delete some of these things here. 1 second. Brush. I don't need the path tool. Okay. Just wanted to clean up what we have here. So we have 2 months of rise. On the third month, which was the month of April, price gave us that third push to the top side, and we ended up finishing on a no net. So we have a rise no net. Now, could we expect price to give us that fourth push? It could. Like following the trend, we definitely could. Now, what I don't like is the fact that we have such a steep pullback, 900 pip pullback. So, not really expecting price to give me that push. However, we'll keep an eye on price in these zones. May, June. Add a few lines here just so I don't have to do this every month. July. What comes after July? August. August. Okay. On the 4-hour time frame, price is still giving us higher high, higher low, higher high. We had 2 weeks where price is just moving sideways, and then last week price gave us a week of counter drop. And then on the 30-minute, price gave us a day of drop on Wednesday. Thursday, price gave us a day of no net. And then on Friday, price gave us a day of drop. And then we had higher high, higher low, higher high, and then price finally gave us a change of character, lower low. character, lower low, and we know we're trading between this 30-minute high and these 30-minute lows. Still don't have any 30-minute lows set just yet, so I'm not gonna mark this one. I'm just gonna keep this here, and then we'll update this on Monday when we get a set pullback. But right now, GA looks like one to just keep an eye on, right? Could be expecting price to give us another just higher high push, right? But for right now, we'll keep this one. We'll keep this one just close. We'll keep it close. We're not really gonna be saying that this is where price is gonna go. For right now, price is still giving us lower lows and lower highs, so not really gonna be super interested on GA just yet. GCAD, I don't even want to see this pair right now, bro. Fuck you, GCAD. It's crazy. Right, GCAD had 2 months of rise on the 3rd month, which was last month. Price did not give us that push. It ended up on a drop, which is all good. Right, this is another pair that looks very decent. No gaps at the bottom of the market, still following the trends. Higher high, higher low, higher high, looking for a higher low. Here was good, Muhammad. Doing good, my brother. Doing good. I can't complain. How about you, my brother? On the 4 hour, we're still making higher highs and higher lows, which is good. Price still respecting the 800, but no continuations. Right now, no continuations for GCAD. Would have loved to have seen the continuations continue for GCAD, but sometimes it's not in their books, man. Sometimes they're just like, you know what, we're not gonna do this. And it was a very awkward 2 weeks for GBP pairs, right? We had a good week for GBP pairs, and then this week was just, maybe not. We're not gonna continue the trends. So again, it happens. It's all good. Price is still giving, well, it was giving us higher high, higher low, higher high. Then price came down and gave us a change of character, lower low, lower high, and then gave us another lower low. So we know that we're trading between this lower high over here. It's a pretty big zone. Zoom in here real quick. We'll just use this zone over here. I'm gonna use this high. Right, so we know that we're trading lower low, lower high, and lower low over here. Move our SDP down over here, and then we have a day of counter drops. So GCAD is another pair, again, just going to keep a very close eye on it, but as of right now, we have no continuations, so we'll wait this out. Miss you guys, but coming back soon. Bet, my brother. We're waiting on you, man. I miss you too. Haven't seen the charts in a month yet. That's crazy. Out for summer break. Finals on the 19th. Good luck, my brother. Lock it in. Yes, sir. You're almost done with that, man. Finish those finals. Pass that. Come back to the charts, man. Sometimes that's honestly the best thing to do as a trader is just take a few weeks, take a few months off the chart, take a few days off the charts, and just lock in, man. You'll see everything a lot more clear after you've taken a little break. Now that's what they say. That's the opinion of a lot of people out there. But in my opinion, fuck that. Once I take a few days off, a few weeks off, I come back to the charts and it's looking like Chinese. Like, hell nah, I can't take days off. But now these next coming weeks are gonna be a little tough on me. I'm not gonna lie. I'm gonna be driving 3 hours to the new city that I'm moving to. My official moving date for me. House is already ready. We've been moving stuff up there. But I'm leaving on for sure the 28th is when I'll be moving out there, and I'll stay over there. So this upcoming weekend, Mother's Day is on the 11th, so next weekend on the 9th, I don't know what the plan is yet. I'm not gonna say anything just yet. I'm not sure if I'm gonna even go yet. Mother's Day is on the 11th, so I might be leaving here on Friday. So what I might do is after we finish the trading session on Friday, I might just do the weekly market breakdown on Friday, and then I'll be coming back down to Miami on Saturday night, and then obviously Sunday's Mother's Day, so no streams on Sunday. That's why we'll do the stream on Friday, Um, and then I'll most likely be going up again on the week after. Maybe not. I'll probably just wait until I leave. On the I'll probably be leaving like on the 23rd for sure. So I'll be all uh fully moved out and everything should be set up already by the 23rd, 24th. So then on the 25th we'll do the weekly market breakdown and then we'll be back to normal on Monday. Even Gox is on the chart. Facts. Opened it on Friday just to look and it's crazy. Yeah, yeah. House start coming soon. Fuck that. I don't want to get shot. You're moving, yeah, bro. From the last time that we spoke, I think I moved twice already. No bullshit. I'm going back home soon too. Crazy, bro. Fuck that. I'm telling you, man. I really don't think that's a good idea, bro. I think going back home after leaving the nest, I think that's probably the worst thing you could do, bro. And take that shit from somebody who did it, thinking shit was gonna be different. Mom got surgery. You lucky we on stream. Twice? That's crazy. Yeah, yeah, yeah. It's all good though. Moved my parents out from where they were at, moved them into a new spot, and then that was literally last month was when that happened. And then while we were moving shit here, I was moving stuff up to my new spot as well. So pretty much everything that I put in this room. The good thing is I don't have anything. That's the real good stuff. Is that the only thing that I have here that I really have to take is my setup, right? My computers, my table, and then all the clothes that I have and I have more shoes than clothes. So all of my clothes just fit in a suitcase. So my room will be set up. I'll have everything set up that same day that I go up there. I'm just visiting. Oh, okay, cool, cool. Yeah, nah, visiting is dope. I thought you meant like you're gonna move back. I'm like, yo, that's the worst thing you could do, bro. I'll say like even if you decide to want to be in the city, like get your own spot. But moving back in after you already left, yo, that's the one thing. And again, this goes for everybody, man. Everybody, anybody who goes through this in the future, or somebody who's going through it now. Just look up monks and why they never go back into their old self, quote unquote. Um, especially, this doesn't, this conversation is not for you if you got a lovey-dovey house, you know what I mean? But especially for those people who go through the shit that a lot of people go through, where your parents just don't see eye to eye with you, or whatever the case is, whatever situation you got at home, like, yo, once you get out of there, the worst thing you could do, not only for your mental health, but just for yourself in general, the worst thing you could do is go back home. It doesn't matter how much you've changed as a person, it doesn't matter how much you've succeeded. There's just some parents who just don't give a fuck. There's just some people who just they don't see you differently. This goes for a lot of people, and some people can relate to this, right? But the people you grew up with, it's very difficult for them to see you being better than the version that you were before, right? So with that being said, it's very difficult to go back into an environment where people are still treating you like the person that you were beforehand. And especially as a trader, what is the number one thing you want to do as a trader is elevate. You want to elevate yourself. You want to be a better version of yourself. So when people are still downplaying what you do and people are still talking shit about what you do, whether it's behind your back or in front of your face, and if you're moving back into that environment, it's gonna be in front of your face. It doesn't matter how much you've succeeded, this shit sucks, right? And it's gonna kill your motivation, it's gonna kill your discipline, it's gonna kill your lack of doing anything, especially when you're around that negative energy all day, every day. Um, and again, in my case, it was long overdue. I had to get the fuck up out of here the same fucking week that I moved back in. But unfortunately, that wasn't in my. At the time, it wasn't in my playbook. Right, I had to deal with the consequences of coming back. Um, but it's all good, right? It's a learning moment. It's something that I will, I don't. I'm not gonna say I regret it. I definitely don't. I had a lot of shit that I had to deal with down here that I'm glad I was able to reconnect with the people that I disconnected from. But then on the other hand, it's like, yo, I'm coming back to the city where all I had here was bullshit, right? So everywhere I go, doesn't matter. It's always a fucking gotta think of the negative shit that's happened. So I'm glad that I'm moving back the fuck up out of here, and not planning on coming back though. That's for sure. There's no fucking way, yo. Miami could go to hell. This shit could burn, and I'll be straight. Fucking hate this city. Um, she want me to. Nah, I'm cool. I'll move downtown Chicago when I get the chance. That's fire. Yeah, Chicago was the number one spot I always wanted to move to. Downtown Chicago was always nice. I loved it. My number one college pick that I wanted to go to was U Chicago. So yeah, Chicago's definitely one city that I would love to move to at least for a few months, maybe a year, just to vibe it out. And I got a few lady friends who live over there too that are dope. There's actually one chick that hit me up a few weeks ago. So I'm like, yo, when you coming to the city? He's like, hell no. Nah. Miss me with that? Don't fucking hit me up. My bad, guys. Give me 1 second. The gate's about to drop on the Supercross race, motocross race. This is the LCQ for the 450. Okay, I don't want to watch this. Savachi is there though, cause he fucking busted his ass. Damn. Savachi, Morans. Who else is in here? Harlan is in here. Damn it, they took the names away. Put them back. I want to see. Um, lovey-dovey house. Yeah, bro. Fuck that. Yeah, if you in a lovey-dovey house, man, you don't gotta worry about this conversation. Uh, you can book a yacht, have a little fun. Nah, bro. What I want to do is fucking be over there in March when they throw the ducks in the water and they turn the water green. That's what I would love to be fucking in that water. Would love to be in that water. That's a vibe now, bro. Chicago's nice, bro. The windy city, the little bean. I have a picture with the bean and I flicked it. Right, so let's lock back in, right? Any questions so far, guys? Any other pairs you guys want me to go over? Let me know. If not, we'll keep going. Give you guys a few seconds in the chat. Any questions? Anything you guys want to go over? If not, we'll go straight to GJ and continue with the breakdowns. Shouldn't be a long session. Gold's looking clean. Yeah, we'll go over that. Yeah, man, pretty much same shit as last week right now on the charts. As far as what I'm seeing, and what I could be anticipating and expecting to happen, I'm not really looking at too much right now. Um, just gotta let these pairs develop, man. Especially after a brutal 2-3 weeks that we had on the charts, where again we had all the shit that's going on worldwide, the tariffs and all these new policies that are coming in, and there's just so much going on that I'm just trying to keep cool off. I'm trying to get away from it. Third week high on GJ, we'll go over that as well. The only thing with GJ, I mean, yeah, we know we're still in an uptrend, but on the lower time frames and how price is reacting now, it's like, do I trust that downtrend, right? Where we could see where price rejected lows and we started making internal higher highs and higher lows, but then just looking at structure like this on the daily time frame, right? Even though we know this isn't daily lower lows and lower highs, does it would look amazing to see lower low, lower low, and then a lower high being set up here. So ideally, this is what we would want to see. We have a month of rise, we have a month of no net, no continuations on the daily. No opportunities, not really, man. It's been we had really clean opportunities last week, not this past week that just finished, but the week before this. Especially with this being the last week of the month, right? The last week of the month is never really the best time to trade. Um, so this past week wasn't good, but the previous week was really good. Um, but this next week, this upcoming week is looking exactly the same as last week. So I'm not really anticipating anything. Right? And the only thing right now with GJ is the fact that we have a gap on the second week of rise. So we do have 2 weeks of rise, but we have that gap resets the trend. Could price respect and continue to push to the top side? Again, I would love to see that. It would be the most ideal thing. But again, I want to see a little bit more. Pretty much we'll see how price opens up. If price opens up and continues this trend, we're still making higher highs and higher lows. We're still trading between this higher low down here and this higher high up here. Guys, I'm so hungry. I haven't been in the mood to eat today, and I just don't know what I want to eat. We have a day of rise, and then on Friday gave us a day of drop. So no continuations, but we do still see higher highs and higher lows. So we'll keep an eye on GJ. GJ will be one pair on our watch list that we will keep an eye on. And I'm hungry, man. Yeah, but I saw Monday through Friday all red folders. Yup. He said, I'm so hungry I could eat a day trader named Jumper. Hell no. I'm so hungry I could eat a Kendall Sprout, man. He said, hey yo, pause. Nah, resume, bro. Fuck that. I need me some loving. What the diddy? Hey yo. GU. We are in level 2, right? Level 2 rise. We are in an uptrend. We were in the first zone of consolidation. We got the break. Higher high. Price came down, gave us a higher low. Then price now gave us that push to the top side. Didn't give us another higher high. Price rejected the highs. Let me go ahead and delete some of these drawings here, guys. Just hate having so much on my screen, and I haven't done a good job at keeping this updated for you guys. So we have 3 months of rise. So again, this month is very similar to EU. I'm not really expecting price to continue this push to the top side. We don't have a break of the highs. Price gave us a rejection of the highs. On the 4 hour, we have 3 weeks of rise. On the third week, gave us a rise no net. Then this week, price gave us a new high and then finished at the lows. Right, so at this moment, no continuations. We just have a weekly drop. We have higher high, higher low, higher high, and again on the 4 hour, I'm not going to mark this as higher high, higher low, higher high because we never had a clean break of these highs. We just had testing candles. So just gonna keep it like this for now, and then on the 30-minute, we have, and I'm not gonna go over gold or Bitcoin or oil. So we're pretty much done here, to be honest. I'm gonna keep the stream live. I'm gonna update those charts, but I'm not gonna talk about them. We're just gonna update them real quick. So yeah, like the only two pairs we have left is USDCAD and ZAR, and again, I'm not really looking for anything on those two pairs either right now. So we still have this gap here that was created with that news that hit on Friday. Price just gave us that gap and never filled it, which is good. At me, oh, is for the only one I see. Very extraordinary. Take this hoodie off real quick, guys. Give me 1 second. He said, what in the freaky shit? Sorry, man. And then we're pretty close. Oh no, that was a week of drop. Okay, so we have 2 weeks of drop, or 2 months of drop, sorry. But we have that gap, resets the trend. We have a very steep pullback. Not really expecting that third push. Let me just update these real quick, and then we'll do USDCAD and the others. Another month push to the top side, still making higher highs and higher lows. Right, well, we'll go over gold because Kendall wanted to go. The 4 hour, we're still making higher highs and higher lows. We have 2 weeks of drop, but again, just the fact that we have that gap on the first week, we have the gap on the second week. We're still making higher highs and higher lows. Could this be a good push? Obviously, we're pretty close. Could we expect price to give us another push to the bottom? It could happen. Um, right now we just don't have any shift of structure. That's the only thing. On the 30-minute, yeah, we do. We have a change of character. We have a break of structure. Right, lower low going into lower high. Could we start the week off with that third push to the bottom? I definitely think that would be the move that we would be looking for. 3 days of drop. After 3 days of drop, the market must go up or move sideways, and we just move sideways. So again, structure is there. So definitely gonna keep an eye on gold for the beginning of the week. Engulfing candles, nothing on the 4. In the 1 hour, we have like a little doji candle. I'm not gonna mark that as an engulfing though. Nothing on the 30. I'm not gonna go lower than the 30 on gold. And again, we know we still have those gaps in the market too. So could price just go down, fill those gaps up at the bottom, and then continue the trend going into a higher low? Absolutely. Okay. Come on, little buddy. Thank you. 30-minute. Bless you. Trading between this 30-minute high over here. And this lower high or lower low over here. Day of no net, yep. Let's see Bitcoin. Start from the top with BTC. Any questions, guys? Anything at all? I'm gonna wait to mark this one, but this could be 2 weeks of rise looking for a third push. And we're still trading between this high over here. And then on the 30-minute, we have a day of rise. Friday, then price gave us a day of no net, Saturday, and then, or I'm sorry, Friday was a no net, Saturday gave us a day of drop. It's today. And then we had higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low. Then price gave us higher high. Now this is the case where do we say this is higher high, higher low, higher high? No, I'm not gonna say that. All of this is part of the same structure. Um, yeah, I'm going to those now. I just wanted to do these 4 here that I don't really talk about on the stream, just to get over these, just to get through them. I'll do USDCAD and USDZAR now. No continuations just yet. Oil's looking good, looking healthy. Higher high, higher high, and then give us a change of character, lower low. I'm trading between this high USDCAD daily time frame, we're pretty much still making higher high, higher low, higher high. Now, once again, could we mark this and start saying that we're in a downtrend and an overall downtrend? I think it's a little too soon for that. We would be a little too early for that. So I would want to see the trend start changing in the higher time frames. Once I start seeing that in the higher time frames, then I'll start, really looking at it and be like, okay, yeah, we're definitely going to start these downtrend pushes. But right now, I can't say that. Right, no continuations. We just had a rejection of the lows. Could this be where price is going to turn back around and continue those uptrend pushes? You know, it could be. But again, for USD CAD, right now USD CAD, I'm taking a very long backseat ride. I'm the definition of a, what is it called? The fucking car princess. What's that shit called when you're the passenger princess? There you go. I'm pretty much being a passenger princess on USD CAD. Lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low. So it's, again, I'm not really USD CAD for me. I'm not really gonna be taking any of these trades. I'm taking like I said, I'm taking my time with USD CAD. USD CAD could continue to do whatever it wants to do. Personally, again, for me, I won't be taking any trades on USD CAD, so I really don't have anything really to talk about. USD CAD, there's no continuations. Does price want to continue this higher high, higher low on the daily time frame, on the higher time frames, or does price want to continue the trend on the lower time frames? And right now, price gave us rejections of the lows in the 4 hour, so everything is telling us that price wants to continue this push to the top side. So just keep an eye on it. Again, I'm not gonna be taking any trades on USD CAD until we start seeing the trend on every single time frame. If the daily time frame is downtrending and then the 4 hour time frame is moving sideways and the 30-minute time frame is downtrending, I'm not gonna be taking any trades. Now, if the 30-minute is uptrending and the 4 hour is uptrending and the daily is uptrending, then I'll start taking trades. But as of right now, USD CAD and USDZAR are pretty much similar. We could go ahead and argue that US30 is doing the exact same, just opposite, right? Instead of it looking like it wants to go down, it looks like US30 wants to go up. So, at this moment, understanding the correlation between pairs as well, where USD CAD and 30 move differently, but they look like price wants to do the same thing, that should already tell you, like, okay, we're just gonna get trapped. And again, if you don't believe me, it's all good. Just wait till Monday. And then on Monday, you'll see how the pairs move. And then on Monday, come back to the stream and let me know what you think. Like, damn, I should have fucking listened to you before taking any trades. But that is the common theme right now for the last couple weeks on a lot of these pairs is price is just doing whatever it wants. And word to Uzi, I do whatever I want. Right? We stay away from people like that, man. They weird. And USDZAR on the 30-minute, again, very similar to CAD. I got it to USD CAD. There's really nothing here for me to say that I like it. We're still moving counter trend. We still know we have that gap at the bottom of the market. I would love to see price fill that gap up and then continue the uptrend push. So until I don't start seeing higher highs and higher lows, guys, I'm not taking any of these trades on USDZAR. And then the lows are not set yet, so we'll wait for that to be set and we'll mark that. But any questions, guys? Any other pairs you guys want me to go over? Anything you guys want me to talk about? Let me know. If not, then that's pretty much it. Again, at this point, I really don't have any pairs for my watch list. We could keep an eye on gold for the 3rd-week push to the bottom side. We could keep a close eye on GJ for that 3rd-week push to the top side. Outside of those two pairs, there's really no continuations. It's just more about now. We'll have to wait till Monday, and then on Monday we'll see what price wants to do, and we'll see if we could take any trades on Monday and for the rest of the week. Cole Davies out front, Deegan's in fucking fourth, Moseman, Wageman, it's looking good.
Yo, yo.
Yo,
I got a question for Bitcoin.
what's up?
So just when marking like the weeks, the week open is on the
Saturday.
8 o'clock your time, right?
Yeah.
Wait, on Saturday?
Yep. Saturday 8 p.m.
Oh, Saturday. Okay, I was marking it up on Sunday.
Yeah, because remember, Bitcoin is 24 hours, so the beginning of the week would be the Sunday's open, so that would be Saturday 8 p.m. That's the time that the market's open for Bitcoin.
Saturday 8 p.m.
Yeah, 8 p.m. my time,
Uh,
7 your time.
Yep. Damn. Okay. I've been marking it up Sunday
Yeah, yeah.
8 p.m. the whole time.
Now remember that the start of the week, technically, the first day of the week is Sunday, technically.
Right.
So obviously, since the
Okay.
Forex charts don't open on the weekend until Sunday, but the start of the week is Sunday. So that would be
Okay.
Saturday at 8 p.m. That would be the market open for Sunday.
Right. Okay. So depending on how this next with candle open, we'll have a third week high on Bitcoin too.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool. That ain't bad then. All right. Bet.
We'll see in the next 3 hours. If price stays above it, then yeah, we'll have those 2 weeks rise. And then again, that'll give us a little bit more confirmation for
For like the
for
indices and
indexes.
stuff.
Right.
Yeah.
But again, just overall, we were in peak high.
In
We had a zone of
Bitcoin.
consolidation. Price didn't really give us a clean break, but it did, and then it's giving us a pullback. So it's very similar. Like a lot of these pairs, like they look good, but then when you really start dissecting them, it's like, okay, this is where this could be the false move, right? Where it's like
Mhm.
we see where price wants to start trapping traders, and we see that on US30, we see that on gold, we see it on Bitcoin, and it's all in the same area too. So that's
Yeah.
the dagger with a lot of these trades right now. It's again, I would love to see a third week high. I would love on gold. I would love to see that third week high on Bitcoin. Um, or vice versa. Sorry. But when we're looking at structure, it's like, does it really want to do that though?
Right.
So
Cause I really don't see US30 going back higher. Just based off of just how it's even like attempting like this break and stuff like that. I don't know.
right. And
Like
even with
it's
these
not
gaps
really
that we
like
created
showing
too in
me.
the beginning of the week too.
Like on the 30-minute too. Like we got a big ass gap right there.
Yep.
So if price comes to fill that gap, then it'll look like an inducement on the higher time frames to just go back short. So I mean, yeah, time is hell, so ain't no big deal.
We'll see it on Monday. Monday will tell us everything we need to know for the week. So even if Monday is one of those days where we just look at the chart, don't really take anything, then we'll know for Tuesday what we'll want to look for, and for the rest of the week, pretty much.
Right. So on the daily on US30, we got the change and a break on the daily.
Yeah. Well, yeah. On the daily, yeah.
US30,
Yeah.
yeah.
The change on the break.
Okay, cool. And then we got that change of character on the 30-minute time frame. To the top side, but it's like that gap. On the 30-minute, if price comes and fills that gap, it'll not only. Alright. Alright, cool. Cause I've been slowly getting into like gold and indexes again.
Mhm.
Now that like I've been building up like my confidence with the Forex pairs and like I'm knowing to not take a trade if I don't have the change of character record structure
Right.
internally, unless it's like a engulfing candle at the inducement of the lows or the highs.
Mhm.
And shit, now it's just the same thing, just rinse and repeat on these pairs.
It's all traded the same way. Literally, it's all traded the same way. Only difference is the volume.
Hmm. So yeah, I really gotta see. But that's pretty much it though. Like I marked up my charts before the call and shit. Everything